Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going underneath for Crowell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, 44 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
I think when you watch him play, because you've heard all the different buzzwords about him being a warrior and what a battler he is, go back to the Rose Bowl game against Georgia his last year at Oklahoma. They got beat in, double overtime? A thriller. But he played despite the flu and still put up big-time numbers and almost rallied his team to a victory.
Yeah, big-time numbers. Also had a receiving touchdown in that game as well. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
1st down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
Let's spotlight Odell Beckham Jr., who had a 1,000-yard season his first year in the league, despite not playing a full season, and that announced his presence with authority. How about this? The former cover athlete for Madden NFL 16, he's done nothing but pile up 1,000-yard seasons since.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd and 5. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Set! Green, 39!
Working out of the gun. Mayfield finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Play action. Now it's Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Eddie Vanderdoes there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. It's a close game here early on. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now they'll run it on the toss. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Get down. You ready?
Throwing his car on third down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Landry spins away, and now running right through it. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now let's go. Blue landing.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Mayfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Mayfield on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
All right, here we go.
On second down, Mayfield again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's tight end in Njoku. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit them on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Mayfield with it once more. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And we shift our focus to Isaiah Crowell. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Get down!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Brand. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Carr now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. Out to the right here to Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. The The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Carr gives to Marshawn. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mayfield now on second down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Set! Green, 39! Green!
Now Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
2nd down, Mayfield. And running with power here. It's caught. Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Here we go now. 319.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Lynch running the counter. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On play action, it's Carr. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Carr now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. TJ Carey right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory. Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Look at the spin. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3.
185.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Mayfield on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Green.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet.
Now,
He'll look to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point attempt to come here. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Jarvis Landry, the 40, 20, 10, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. So he takes it from 2 yards deep all the way down the field into the other end zone. Add it all up, a 102-yard return on the kickoff. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie it.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes. If the opening's there, someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3, put that on the board, and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love the score to win it. Carr going to throw, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.